Alright, 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 alright. Okay, it's time to get started. Wow! Do you guys like my car? Doesn't my car look amazing? Hello, Speeding at Sea, it's me, Z. Are you guys ready for the driving stream? I'm so excited. Alright, y'all, get in the back. We're driving to get some fries. Hello, everybody. I don't know if we could fit everybody in the car. I mean, there's like 23 or 25 of us. I think that's a bit of a tight fit. This is sort of a new outfit. I've had this outfit for a while, but just thought it would be better for a cozy stream. Wow, okay. I hope you guys also like the new chat layout. I feel like it's a bit big though. Maybe should I go back to the original chat layout? What do you guys think? I feel like it's taking up a large portion of the screen. It does look cute though. It looks like a Windows XP. Well, first off, I'm just gonna go through and just say hi to everybody. Hello, Scrap and Build Ourselves. Hello, Bryce. Hello, Dan. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Professional Skill Issue. Hello, Phi. If you haven't already, go subscribe to Phi. Phi does amazing biology, immune system content, and is my fellow V-Theorem member. Hello, Kronos. Hello, Noble. Hello, PogChamp Senpai. Hello, Astral Atropos. Hello, Alex. Hello, Mr. E. Yes, this is a moon shirt. I actually took this picture of the moon myself. You can't really see it very well, but yep. Hello. Oh, hello, OJ. Hello, new members. You know what? You'll tie yourself to the side? I feel like that might not be very safe if a police car sees us. It's Jover. Actually, Phi, you are 8 microns in diameter. You will definitely fit. Phi, you are welcome into the vehicle. It does kind of look like a cardboard box. Oh, thank you, Pembu, for linking Phi's channel. Hello, the Meese Man. Hello, Lanu Ruse. I wonder if there's a way to change the car. So I'm using this website called Slow Roads. I encountered it recently. There's a way to change the settings. Oh, you can change it to kilometers. Wait, view distance should be high, I think. My computer is definitely heating up. Vertical FOV, all-wheel drive. Oh god, there's a lot of details. Tire grip factor, speed factor. Alright, y'all, everybody get on the bike. Alright, y'all, load onto the bike. This kind of looks like an Among Us, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Wait, what other options are there? There's... Oh, okay, maybe we need this. Maybe we need the coach. Maybe we need the coach. I think we can all fit in the coach. I thought it was a mailbox. It does kind of look like a mailbox. Okay, what do you guys think? Roadster, bike, or coach? Wait, the big bus? I think the big bus has to work. Everybody, load onto the bus. I think everybody can fit in there. Everyone can fit in there. It's giving class field trip. Field trip, yeah. Bus? Okay, I think the bus is in the lead. Dibs on the back seat. Okay, I do really like this chat, but I feel like it's covering up a large portion of the screen. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna switch to the other chat. I think it's this one. Yeah. Where you guys can all lurk at the bottom. Let's see. Boop. Yeah, because then you can actually see the environment while you're driving. I feel like that's better. What do you guys think? Is it too narrow? Maybe I'll make it more vertically tall. I will be speeding at sea. No, I will not be. I'm actually a very safe driver. I promise you I'm a very safe driver. Okay, I think this might be better. Alright, who wants a sit shotgun? We won't fall. No! Guys, I'm promoting healthy driving behavior. Hello, Ricardo Berrigan. The bus has to go 55 or bad thing will happen. No, we're safe driving today. We're being very safe today. Also, sorry I keep adjusting the chat. I'm trying to figure out the ideal spacing. I think this is great. Yeah, I think this is good. It's also translucent, so you guys can actually see a bit of it. Or should I have the chat above my head? Maybe that might work too. Boop. Ooh. Help! I don't know how Stream Elements works. Everything is breaking! This makes me sad. No, I like how it is right now. I think I'll just leave that. Anyways, how has everyone been doing? This week has been very intense. For context, I'm leaving on vacation soon. So I feel like I've been very busy doing a lot of last minute work. But I'm so glad I've been able to do a stream with you guys. I actually think that I'll be recording some videos throughout my Europe trip, and you guys can check it out. I'm super hyped. I'm going to London, and then going to France. Yeah, happy vacation. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you guys too. I'm gonna miss all of you Orbies. But I promise I won't be offline. If anything, I'll still be posting videos regularly. I'll also do like a posting schedule, and you guys will see a ton of photos, and definitely join the Discord if you haven't already. Oh, thank you guys so much. London, yay. France, boo! What? What? I think France is pretty hype. I think France is pretty hype. I've actually never been to France. So, I'm super hyped for it. No, Orbies. You guys have to be a good class, so you have to be studying while I'm away. I'm actually going to be issuing some homework assignments for you guys. I'm English, it is obligatory. So, things have been busy, but I'm glad to be doing this kind of cozy stream. But despite it being busy, I've also had a lot of really fun times. I think I posted some photos on the Discord. I had some amazing pizza the other night. I built like a gingerbread house. I had s'mores night with some of my friends. So definitely a really great balance of work and play recently. Do you plan to visit a famous scientist's museum? Is this a specific reference to something that I'm not quite getting? I don't think I'm planning to visit any museums in particular. Fish, chocolate, and snail? Wait, I'm actually so excited to try their croissants. I just heard they're different. I'm not really huge on croissants, but I heard they're just amazing. Hello, Rickolol. Oh, let me adjust my mouse settings real quick. Boop. Back. Okay, we're back. Homework? No, I promise you will be light homework. It'll just be liking, commenting, and subscribing. I promise. Or, I don't know if you guys have recently seen, but Faye, the master of Riz herself, has offered to teach me the ways of the Riz. So I will also have homework, and that homework will be learning how to turn from a physicist into a Rizicist. Personally, if I visited Europe, I would go to Poland because I love Chopin's music. Ooh, I've actually never been to Poland. In terms of science, anything Leibniz, Newton related? Ooh, I did visit a science museum the last time I was in London. That was really fun. If you guys have any recommendations, please let me know in the Discord. I'm still planning things out, and I'm planning to also give a lot of, like, cool photos and videos of my trip, so yeah. Woohoo. Silly challenge idea, set time of the day and night and turn off headlights. No, no, no. We're gonna be driving safely. Actually, do you guys want to start driving a little? I kind of want to. So I'm actually really bad at the controls, so let's see how this works. So, oh, you can set the weather too. So right now it's sunset spring. Well, I guess it's more like winter. These are dangerous conditions. I feel like night drive. Oh. Professional skill issue. Is this what you wanted? How do I turn off the headlights? Wait, all-wheel drive? Oh my god. Road complexity? Hard? Wait. I think it'll have to be a little easy. I'm gonna set it to, I think, normal for now. Oh god. Riz stream when? Riz Master Faye? No, Faye Senpai is going to teach me how to Riz. I think I have a bit of Riz, though. I think I have quite a bit of Riz. I promise, I have Riz skills. Remember the drill, guys. Stop, drop, and roll. Alright. Actually, let's start a little bit easier. I think the winter sunset vibes will be pretty nice. I think this is pretty solid for now. Or maybe autumn? Okay, no. I mean, it's winter, so let's do a winter drive. Okay. Alright, we're going. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, okay, okay. We're moving. We're moving. We're moving. Okay, everybody, make sure you have your seatbelts on. See, I'm a great driver. Look at how smooth. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side of the road. See, look at how smooth I'm moving. Oh no, oh no. Okay, this is just a warm-up, because later I'm going to be answering questions while driving, which will be the ultimate challenge. I'm going 70 miles an hour. Oh god. Orbeez, is everybody comfy back here? Orbeez? Is everyone doing alright? I feel like I'm a little bit— oh my god, I oversteered a lot. What is one thing everybody's looking forward to for the winter break? Oh my god! Oh my god! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Ah! Wait, pause. Wait, I need to turn around. Flip the bus? I think I'm already flipping the bus. I'm a little bit stuck. Wait, we're going backwards. Wait, how do I turn myself around? Alright, we're climbing up this hill. I think I'm actually stuck. Throwing up sounds. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get you motion sick. My best friend said she'd gift you a calculator for Newtonmas. Oh, that sounds so fun. There's no better gift than like a TI Inspire. Texas Instruments, or I don't want it. A TI-84 CE. Santa, yes. Certification done, and good luck, Ricardo Barragan. I'm also excited for Christmas cookies. Okay, guys, I think I'm stuck. What am I going to do? I'm stuck on the thing. Reset distance, page will reload. Oh, okay, great. Okay, so I can easily get myself out of a rut. Okay, what do you all want for Christmas from Santa? Okay, I'll answer that question while driving. So recently, I have been collecting CDs. So a lot of the things on the bucket list for my Christmas this year have been CDs of different albums that I enjoy. And I just wanted to give a shout out to a mysterious individual who I think it's Newtonmas. I'm not 100% sure, but a mysterious individual who gifted me this like stellar CD. It's actually one of my favorite albums from Syzygy, who's a VTuber. She is an absolutely amazing singer. See, I can answer questions perfectly fine while driving. Do you have the license for that? For this? No. Uh-oh! The bus is being flipped. But isn't the view lovely? Look at this lake. 40-point turn. What do you guys want for Christmas? All I want for Christmas is you. Oh god. Oh. Well, at least we didn't go over the rail. I like this reset button. Do you think the straight line option? What about the hard option? I want to see how hard the hard is. Oh god, this looks really hard. Just imagine everybody's in this bus. Okay, no, this is gonna be way too hard. Okay, I think maybe the straight. Maybe we'll go straight, and then we'll do, like, night driving. Off-world? What is off-world? Oh, what? No, that looks really orange. Okay. And then maybe we'll go for... Do you guys... Okay, let's do a poll. Sunset driving or night driving? Let's see. Going in a straight line. Yeah, no. Mishizor? What is Mishizor? Let me write that down. Is better than Stellar. Is that the new album? I actually like Stellar the most. Maybe it's because I'm a huge space person. Sunset for the vibes, night for sure. People are divided. I would want a gaming PC. Whoa, that would be so cool. But I might have to wait it. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy investment. It looks like Sunset's in the lead. How about Sunset? And in the meantime, let me actually load up the questions. So I have some of the questions that are written up already. I'm starting off with Phi's question, which I'll have here in the corner. But if you have any additional questions, feel free to click on that form in the pinned comment and add your own. Seems like Sunset's in the lead. Let's do Sunset. For me, I want a 4-port charger. Wow. Contains 3 USB-C and 1 USB-A. Must be really nice then. A mobile VR headset. You know what would be so cool? So a lot of the tracking that I have for my avatar is just basically like my webcam. But if you guys have watched like Doobie 3D, it's like she has like these like setups in like this huge like gym. Like of course a gym is crazy, but she has like these like things I think she puts on her hands for hand tracking. I feel like that would be super useful for me since I'm always like explaining things with my hands. Mishizur is a single from Syzygy. Oh, I've actually not listened to that. I will listen to that after the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna just jump into the questions. What do you guys think about that? And keep submitting questions in the form if you'd like. But are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I'm actually so stoked. it's time to drive. Let's go. Since it's going to be straight, it'll just be a nice, cozy drive with no issues whatsoever. And we'll be traveling at a very comfy pace of like 100 miles per hour. Let's see how fast we can get on this thing. When's the winter break? So I think my last stream will be around next Thursday or next Friday. I'm planning to finish off that Lego set that I started during the 1,000 sub milestone. All right, Orbeez, hold on, we're traveling 89, we're going to be traveling at like 100 miles per hour on this road. Oh, I guess we're at a bit of an equilibrium. We're traveling at about 100 miles per hour, and we'll be answering questions. So, hold on, everybody. Okay, so first question from Phi the Neutrophil. If you haven't already, go subscribe. He's also in V-Theorem along with me, does amazing immune system content. So he asks, what is a virtual particle? How do they differ from real particles? So, virtual particles are really useful in physics because they basically describe like how forces work at the quantum level. So virtual particles are thought to like mediate forces between real particles. So they're not like real particles in that you can like measure them directly, but rather sort of the transfer of particles. So like, for example, one way to visualize this is, let's say that you have a force between two electrons. One way to visualize it, instead of saying like, oh, there's this invisible force, is by thinking of like them throwing a virtual photon back and forth. And this like photon doesn't exist in the same way that light does, but it's sort of a way to describe like a mutual repulsion, for example, with the electromagnetic force. So the reason why they're called virtual and the reason why they differ from real particles is because they're basically only temporarily there. They're just there to describe how forces are being mediated. And they also aren't described by the same physics laws. For example, like, they don't abide by like conservation of energy. And you can't directly detect a virtual particle because they're just there to describe how real particles interact. So they're basically just a way to describe forces with particles. Like one example, for instance, is like, they violate the Heisenberg uncertainty principle because there's no way a particle can just appear out of nowhere. But you can draw them in Feynman diagrams, and they're actually a really great way of visualizing forces. So no need to be scared. They're just basically like force mediators in a way of describing that. So I hope that answers your question. There's something relaxing about driving fast. Yeah, and while explaining quantum physics. Isn't that amazing? Orbeez? Yeah, Orbeez is... So our fandom name is called the Orbitals, but Orbeez is like a nickname for that, and I just thought it was cute. I think somebody suggested it in chat when we were voting. Okay. Alright, let's see what the next slide is. Boop. Okay, next question is from Grits. What's been your favorite thing that has happened while you've been VTubing? Oh wow, there's like a lot of ways to answer this question. I think recently definitely has been V-Theorem. So for those of you who don't know, go check out my announcement stream. It was from the op amps tutorial video that I did, this live stream. It's basically a group of people, VTubers, who are incredibly passionate about science communication. And I recently got accepted to join their newest gen, so I am part of V-Theorem, which is super exciting. So I think that's been my favorite thing recently. I think in general, there's been a lot of really fun moments, like, honestly, starting back from, like, debut, like, making surreal memes together, accidentally doxing myself, having a hand cam stream, that was a huge hit with you guys. getting invited to be a speaker for a conference while I was on stream. Playing horror games, even though I don't really like horror games. So, yeah, a lot of really fun things. And it's all thanks to you guys. Hi, is this the Penn and Teller's Desert Bus? Actually, do you guys want to name the bus? Orbus, maybe? Like Orbeez, but like a bus? Orbus? Orbeez is a cool fandom name. Yes, thank you so much. I love the Orbeez. Gravitons, yes or no? I think maybe, but the issue with these kinds of theories is that it's so hard to prove them. I feel like a lot of people have different ideas about gravitons and different particles and whatever, but it's just so hard to prove whether they're true. You need a lot of immense energy, and I feel like with particle accelerators, you gotta get up to those energy scales. And it's really hard, but it really demonstrates it's a huge human feat, if we get it to happen. VTuber was a very cool announcement. Yes, no, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, if you guys love my content, you will also love all the content that VTuber produces. Like, for example, my genmate, Myelin, they produce psychology content, which has been super cool and informative. I think the math behind graviton is a little bit different from other force carriers. Ooh, say more. I actually don't know a lot about particles in general, but if you have something that you know about, then yeah. The gravitational orbus, the orbus. All right. Next question. Okay, Brent. Ah! I'm at a stop. All right, let's go. Go, push. It's because we have so many Orbeez in the bus. I've dealt with a lot of imposter syndrome when going through my physics bachelor's and now master's. Have you gone through that, and will it ever go away? If so, how? So, I guess I'd like to say, like, imposter syndrome is something that so many people experience. Even the people who seem to have it all figured out. Like, one thing that especially shocked me was I was chatting with... Oh my god, I'm going off the road! Wait, no! Alright, wait, sorry. Wait. Wait. Oh wait, I'm trying to answer this question seriously and I just keep getting derailed. Wait. Guys. Orbeez. It's okay. This is salvageable. This is salvageable. I don't even know where the road is. Is that the road? I think this might be the road. I think we might have an imposter here. Okay, wait. We're good. Yeah, look at that. I'm a pro driver. What can I say? And we're back on track. Going back at a whopping... Oh, I'm oscillating a lot. Ah! Okay, I think we're good now. Almost. Okay, I think we're actually good now. Okay, so... Yeah, no. I'm trying to read chat too. Most force carriers are mathematically quantized, whereas gravitational force doesn't seem to have that property. Oh, I didn't know that. We might have an imposter here. No, but genuinely, so for example, like one of my previous PIs was like, she's an incredibly successful professor, and she was saying that she also has moments of imposter syndrome. And it's just so surprising because it seems like, you know, somebody might be at the peak of their career or like be incredibly successful and be like, wow, like she could, or he or anybody could never have imposter syndrome. But sometimes people still wonder if they're good enough. So I'd like to say to Brenda, like, what you're feeling is incredibly common. And I'd also like to say that it's something that I've also had moments of too. I think one of the reasons why I actually started this channel was to help others feel better about their skills, because at the end of the day, everyone's still learning. Your successes aren't just luck. I feel like a lot of people can doubt the amount of hard work they've put into things. And yeah, I mean, Acid Blue says, yeah, you've been in the engineering field for almost 10 years, and yeah, no, it's something that it affects everybody. And it's something to be aware about. But I think at the end of the day, everybody's still learning. Even experts, or even people that you think are experts, still don't know everything. For instance, like, when you go to, like, research group meetings of, like, what you may believe to be, like, incredibly successful researchers, you might think, oh, everybody knows everything there. And, like, yes, so they may know a lot based off of their experiences or encounter previous questions. But when you ask a question, somebody might not know the answer to that question and may have been too afraid to speak up. And there have been so many instances where I've asked, like, what does this mean? Or, like, what is X, Y, or Z? And afterwards, like, people who I thought were experts in the topic, like, would also not know something. And I think at the end of the day, it just demonstrates that everybody is still learning. I think also the doubts that you might have also just represent that you value your work a lot. And I think that's a good thing to know about, right? It means that you care a lot about what you're learning. So I'd say, in terms of advice, I think one thing that has been really helpful is sort of keeping track of your wins. I think sometimes when you're hit with a wave of sort of losses or rejections, it can feel really upsetting and feel like, oh, I've gotten to this point and, like, nothing has been successful. And I felt that too. But I think keeping track of, like, a gratitude journal or, like, a journal of your wins is a great way to sort of stay grounded and remind yourself, like, oh, you've been learning and you've been growing, and at the end of the day, like, you have come out a stronger and more powerful person. And especially with physics, like, because Brenda says they're going through physics bachelors and masters, like, physics is hard. It's not easy. Physics is hard. And I can say that about basically any field. Like, every field has its little nuances and complexities that make it incredibly difficult. And so mistakes are part of learning. So yeah, I'd say, like, it's really important to keep in mind that there's so many things to learn. And if anybody else has also any advice for imposter syndrome, I also feel like I have not I also have immense moments of imposter syndrome. And so this is something that is something to continuously improve on. Wow, look at this bridge. We're passing right over a lake. The more I learn, the more ignorant I feel. And I feel like a lifetime isn't enough to study. I mean, think about all the knowledge that has been accrued over decades, over centuries, thousands and thousands of years. There's just so much knowledge. Which means also that there's so many areas that people that you might deem to be, like, experts might also not know about. Hello, Luak. How are you doing? Going on a nice drive at a whopping 80 miles per hour in a huge bus with all the Orbeez inside. What is a cool physics theory you have heard of that you haven't seen anywhere on YouTube or popular media? I'll have to give that one some thought. In the meantime, let me read rest of chat. In engineering, there's a point where one starts feeling stupid and incapable, probably same in physics. In my case, I cope with it by studying. Well, I feel like instead of saying, like, oh, you feel stupid and incapable, it's pretty easy to sort of reframe that in a more positive way. Like, for instance, like, if you have a moment where you're like, oh wow, like, there's so many things that I don't know, I'd say, like, take it one step at a time. Like, learn, like, a small percentage of it, and then just build upon it. Because at the end of the day, physics really relies on first principles. And you have those first principles down. Or you might still be learning those first principles and are relying on other first principles, right? Luck is the sum of all other unaccounted state that is involved in infinitely complex filters as natural selection. Never let a good opportunity go to waste. Yes, especially to ask questions. Failure is good. I have imposter syndrome too sometimes, despite having been the best year of high school. I will still doubt myself quite a lot. Yeah, and I think this chat is also a great demonstration of, like, everybody from all sorts of different backgrounds in this Orbus right now has had experiences with imposter syndrome. It's a universal experience, and I think, honestly, the biggest thing is just talking about it, too. Would you rather get a Nobel or an Ig Nobel Prize? I think a Nobel Prize would be really cool. But I'd love to go to the Ig Nobel Prize ceremony once. I love how this feels really comfy. And then you mentioned we're driving at 86 miles per hour, yes. Good morning, Syndicuro. Humans have been around for an incredibly long time, and every single one was just as complex as you are. But that's okay, because you're here right now, and that's incredible. That's actually really inspiring, yeah. Honestly, sometimes there are some things that you can control, and there's some things you can't control. And I think a big thing is identifying what things you can control. Oh, it's the intro music in the background. Sussy Baka syndrome. Honestly, whenever you feel imposter syndrome, just think, ah yes, it is the sussy baka within me. And then just move on. Try to be open to stuff. The best thing I've learned, I picked up from younger engineers. Honestly, some of the best things I've learned have been from students that I've mentored, asking me questions and me realizing, wow, I actually don't know the answer to that question. Similarly with chat, like Orbeez, you guys have also taught me so much about physics that I didn't know before. Like, for example, quantum physics is not my specialty, but I've actually learned a lot about quantum physics through you guys. 95 miles per hour. Hello, Xenotime. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. Gotta stay hydrated on the road. What kind of snacks do you guys want? What an amazing stream. Cozy vibes. Thank you so much. Let me know in the chat what kind of snacks you guys want. Whenever I'm on a long drive, I really start craving fries. I did visit an In-N-Out. I mean, I guess everybody knows I'm in the Pacific time zone, so I visited the In-N-Out. And everybody has been telling me how good these, like, animal fries are. And I tried them, and I was actually very disappointed. They had this weird, like, mustardy sauce on them that didn't taste very good. So now my new goal is to go to the Taco Bell cantina. My new goal is to go visit a Taco Bell cantina. Wait, you don't study quantum physics as much for astrophysics? Well, don't want to dox myself, but I'm just gonna say that quantum physics is not my specialty. And maybe astrophysics is. Costco fried mushrooms. I've never tried those. Munching on some lifesavers. Wait, let me jot down the fried mushrooms. That sounds so good. I was eating a bit of... So, one of my friends baked a cheesecake for a potluck and had some leftovers. So I had some of that cheesecake. It was actually really delicious. My previous job, I really felt like I wasn't up to the task, and that made me really bummed. And then I talked about my experiences with colleagues, and they told me that the job was grueling. Yeah, honestly, like, the big way to navigate imposter syndrome is just to talk with others. And just, like, as a... Just to say, like, some people may not be the most sympathetic, and that's okay. But who knows, like, somebody might be going through the same thing that you are. Granola or burgers, maybe pizza? Cheez-Its! Yes! Yes, thank you, Kronos. I love Cheez-Its. Goldfish, too. Amazing, amazing stuff. I actually don't like hamburgers that much. Whenever I get a hamburger, I just take out, like, the meat and, like, eat it like a steak. Coffee and donuts? Oh, definitely coffee must be on the trip. Actually, in the back of the bus, I've actually stored an entire, like, tank of, coffee. If anyone wants to drink it. Ginger cookies, ooh. I mean, I had some gingerbread yesterday. Acid worm gummies? Oh, yeah, no, I used to like those. Oh my god, hello, Mylan! Everybody, go subscribe to Mylan. Mylan is my gen mate in V Theorem. They do amazing psychology content. We were actually just talking about imposter syndrome. Maybe you have some ideas, especially from the psychology side of things. I was just saying that in physics, especially, like, I've also had a lot of experiences with imposter syndrome. Tempura oyster mushrooms. Oh, that sounds so delicious. I mean, when I go to France and England, you guys should give me recommendations for food. I really want to try fish and chips. Oh, thank you, Pembu, for dropping Mylan's channel. Z, where are you taking us? I'm actually taking you guys to Antarctica. No. I don't know. Where do you guys want to go? I think we're going to... I don't know. What is your favorite food joint? We're going there. We're going to In-N-Out. I have nothing but personal experience with imposter syndrome. See, like, I feel like everybody goes through imposter syndrome. It's such a universal experience. Oh, onigiri is such a great on-road snack, too. Okay. It's about time we move on to the next question. Thank you, Brenda, for submitting this question. Okay. Next question is from Pogchem Senpai. Hi, Z. Thank you for the Q&A. You often talk about science topics you love, but is there a science topic that you hate or don't understand at all? Personally, I'm not a fan of thermodynamics. Well, hopefully I'll be able to change that. I'm planning to do maybe some, like, statistical mechanics / thermodynamics streams in the winter. I think, honestly, I don't think there's a field that I hate. I think every science topic is beautiful in its own way. But if I have to say that there's a topic that I know less than others, it's probably quantum physics. Oh, well, in physics, the answer is quantum physics. In general, for science, well, I haven't studied, like, biology and chemistry since, like, high school, so that would probably be my answer. Quantum field theory is incredibly challenging. Are you, like, the entire universe or something? Actually, no, like, canonically, I am a photon from the cosmic microwave background. Oh, goodbye, Professional Skill Issue, thank you so much for joining. You're ejected out of the car. We're not stopping for your stop. You just have to leap out. I would want to go to the the Computer Science Museum. I've actually heard so many great things about it. I've actually never been. I really want to go. This looks like driving through North Dakota, definitely. Wait, Eternal Sonata just ate onigiri. That sounds so good. I despise waves, quantum field theory. Honestly, I feel like maybe quantum physics in general is just so hard to wrap my head around. Just because, like, I feel like particles behave in such, like, random ways, almost. I did find an interesting video topic on this series on the topic. I actually got recommended a recent video on spin ores as well. I haven't watched it yet. Thermodynamics. Let me know, what do you guys not like as much? Because that will also affect the videos I create, haha. Okay, in the meantime, next question. So this is from an interesting user. A cosmic ray that just passed through Z's tongue. Maybe Faye might need to evaluate how much Riz this individual has. But any interest or thoughts on cosmic rays? Okay, I have a lot of thoughts. Mylan says Bayesian stats. No, that stuff's hard. Oh, definitely please send pictures of the onigiri. I don't like computer science. Ooh, I actually do really like coding. Okay, so I have oh, we're going off-road, by the way. I have a lot of thoughts about cosmic rays. I think cosmic rays are incredibly cool. So, cosmic rays are really important, like, scientifically and historically. If you think about cosmic rays, they're, like, incredibly high-energy particles, and they, like, slam into Earth's atmosphere, and they create showers of, like, secondary particles, which have been one of the main ways we explore particle physics. Z the road. I know. I'm watching. I'm promised while yapping about physics. So cosmic rays are actually incredibly powerful. So they're like, I think like millions of times more energy than what we can achieve with like the Large Hadron Collider. And some of the particles have been so powerful, they're called like the oh my god particle because their energy is actually like absurd. It's like, it's crazy. I mean, if you think about like the particle accelerator, it's just immensely powerful. And a single particle can be more powerful than that. So cosmic rays come from supernovae, gamma ray bursts in astrophysics, and like active galactic nuclei. So basically like black holes in the center of galaxies. Oh my god. Thinking while talking has made me oscillate a little bit. And apparently some of the radiation that we receive from airplanes is actually attributed to these cosmic ray particles, or secondary cosmic ray particles. So the reason why they're so important is because when the cosmic rays pass through the atmosphere, they start decaying into other secondary particles, and they can contain a lot of information. So like those particles can like affect cloud formation and even like affect Earth's climate over geological timescales. And they can also mess with satellites and other things in space. And one of the particles that they can produce are muons, which rain down on us like all the time. But by studying them, we can learn so much about particle acceleration, about astrophysics, about like interstellar behavior. I think one really fun fact is that there were these particles known as like kaons, or I don't know if I'm saying that right, kaons? K-A-O-N-S. And they were discovered through being secondary particles emitted from cosmic rays interacting with our atmosphere. So before we had the Large Hadron Collider, they were basically like our mini particle detector. And you can see like muons, and I think maybe even some cosmic rays, I'm not sure, in cloud chambers, where they look like these bright streaks. Yes, cloud chamber, I believe, is the correct term. We're going to see an aurora borealis. If I recall correctly, in ham radio, during the daytime, you can bounce radio signals off the upper atmosphere. Oh, that is so cool. Actually, yeah, so a few of you guys are talking about cloud chambers. The first time I saw a cloud chamber was this, like, public event hosted at my institution. They had a cloud chamber. And I looked inside, and I think I saw, like, a muon, or, like, some sort of immensely, I guess maybe not a muon, but, like, an immensely powerful particle. Because I was looking at it, and there were a bunch of these, like, little particle interactions, and then there was this huge streak, and I was like, whoa! I don't remember what it was, but if you do have access to a cloud chamber, I mean, it's always so amazing to look at. That's my break done. Back to the mines. Goodbye, Acid Blue. We're gonna throw you out of the bus now. Alright, next question. Okay, Warpy asks about stellar classification in the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram. So I can describe this really quickly while driving. So, stellar classification. So stars are described... Oh, we have a beautiful lake coming up. Stars are described based on... Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Wait, guys! Guys! Ah! Oh, no. Oh! Famous last words. Somebody clip that. Wait, I promise I didn't control. I can't even move. Orbeez, we died. No, stay hydrated. Okay, I can reset the position. Somebody please clip that. Okay, okay, we're good. We're back on the road. Look at this beautiful lake that we did not just sink in. Does this mean that the stream is over? No, no. we're gonna be talking about stellar classification. So stars, so back on track. So stars are basically categorized by their temperature, color, composition, and they're assigned different letters. So the order is like OBAFGKM, which like makes no sense, but that's just like how it is. So like O stars are like the hottest, bluest stars, and M stars are like the coldest stars, and so they're redder. And like they're subdivided into different categories. So what the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram is, actually I have a picture of it next. It's like a star chart that plots brightness and temperature. And I guess I can have a picture here. Yeah. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So this is what they look like. And basically by plotting the temperature and brightness of a star, you can basically categorize it into different star types. Yeah, and there's like really fun mnemonics to remember the letters. Oh, be a fine girl or guy, kiss me. Yeah. I think there's like a comp test every year too. But based on this, you can categorize stars. So like the main sequence are like stars like our sun, middle-aged, average run-of-the-mill stars. But after they run out of their main hydrogen material, they start to swell up and become giants, or in some cases supergiants. And when the supergiants go supernova, or when the giants go nova, they then leave a core behind called a white dwarf. And that core is just left behind, and that's at the bottom of the diagram. So it's a great way of tracking stellar classification. Luak, I'm going to lurk before going to sleep. Thanks for the stream. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, so that's basically a Hertzsprung-Russell diagram in a nutshell. It's super cool to see, and there's really great animations of it online describing how stars evolve. Okay, next question. Favorite math field? I feel like I don't have a favorite math field. I'm not huge of a math person. I do really like multivariable calculus. I actually really enjoy doing integrals. It's like oddly relaxing. I think right now I've been really interested in probability theory, actually. There's like so many different nuances to it, and I've just been learning a lot about it. White dwarfs sometimes have like exotic matter, right? I don't know about white dwarfs, but I think neutron stars do, because they're so dense. I mean, white dwarfs are also incredibly dense. Does anybody else have a favorite math field? What other math fields are there? Yes. Next question. So Nep, who is also from VTheorem, does botany content, asks, water physics, why is cohesion? So cohesion basically means like the reason why water molecules like stick together. Off the top of my head, I'm not a chemist, but it's because of like these hydrogen bonds within like between water molecules called hydrogen, like these bonds called hydrogen bonds. And each like water molecule has a polarity. So it has like a slightly positive side where the hydrogen atoms are and a slightly negative side where the oxygen atom is. And that sort of acts like a tiny magnet that holds the water together. And because the opposites like attract, like the positive side of the water molecule is drawn to the negative side, and these attractions like basically create a network of these molecules all together. Yeah, hydrogen bonding. And it's really cool. So cohesion's really cool. So one of the interesting properties is like surface tension. That's why some bugs can like walk on water, because water has surface tension. Also, water forms like beads because they're sticking to each other more than they're sticking to a surface. And cohesion is also used in plants. So maybe the reason why Nep asked this question, because she's into botany, is because cohesion works with like adhesion. So cohesion is water sticking with water. Adhesion is like water sticking to other things. So for instance, when water like travels up a plant, in like roots and stems, like it really relies on like adhering to the plant. So I think that's a brief rundown of water physics. H bonding leads to hexagonal crystals on the molecular level. This is why most snowflakes are hexagonal as well. Ooh. Yeah, that's cool. Snowflakes are really pretty. We're seeing a lot of snow on here. Actually, I'm thinking we can switch from sunset driving to night driving. How does this look? Or is this a little intense? I feel like I can't see much. Maybe we should change it to autumn so we can actually see a bit. Ooh. Yeah, this looks a little scary. We'll do a little bit of night driving for a little bit, just for the vibes. So, okay, next question from John. What has been the most challenging subject for you to study in terms of understanding its concepts? Quantum physics. I think, like, for me, like, biology. I think it's because, I think, physics is, like, a very good fit with me, but biology was always, like, a little bit harder for me to understand. I think it relies a lot on memorization, which I wasn't really as used to. Whereas with physics, it's kind of like you have the first principles down, you can derive anything from that. It looks really scary, but yeah, you're right, it does kind of look like stars. Yeah, no, I love seeing illuminated snow. I feel like this gives like a very unique vibe. What has been the hardest concepts for you guys to understand? Or maybe like amongst my videos, has there been a concept that's been like particularly challenging? My favorite phase of ice is ice, is that 18? The oxygen atoms are locked in place, but somehow the hydrogen atoms can move around freely like it's a liquid. What? That's so weird. That's super weird. Unix commands. For me, the hardest part of physics is just math. Honestly, I think that's a common theme. Like, primarily because, like, math is just, like, it's a lot of the foundations for physics. So, yeah, no. I feel like, I think chemistry is also quite challenging. But I feel like when I encounter a challenging subject, like, at moments I do get imposter syndrome, but, like, most of all, like, everybody has a starting point. And I feel like I'm excited to learn something new. And I feel like I learn from you guys all the time, too. Like, for example, like, talking with even some of my VTuber members, like Phi, who does, like, immune system content. And, like, even, like, psychology content from, like, Syzygy and, like, Mylan. I mean, it's been entirely new. So I think at the end of the day, it's just being open-minded to topics. No! Just Nikki says, the entire Clebsch-Gordon table from scratch. No, that's nasty. And for those of you guys who don't know what the Clebsch-Gordon table is, go check out one of my, I think I made a YouTube shorts on it. It is an immensely, immensely complicated table. Linear algebra, yeah, no, that stuff's hard. Agricultural science, I've never tried agricultural science. Hello, no BVT. Thank you for calling me sensei. No one has called me sensei before. But I've been calling Faye senpai. Trig makes a lot more sense when, yeah, exponential forms. I feel like, yeah, it varies from person to person. Next question. Oh god, please talk about PyGyat. I mentioned this in my Discord, so okay, if you haven't already, go join the Discord. You can join the Discord by typing, here, let me just add it to the chat. One of my friends sent me this. Here, let me just show it on the, oh god, the bus is going backwards. Wait, I just need to make this bigger. We're gonna take a brief pause. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ah! I'm going backwards. Okay, I promise. Ah! Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, Orbeez, we gotta do roll call. Raise your hand if you're still alive. Honestly, that was the aerospace side of me kicking in. Oh my god. This is the magic school bus. Do not let him. I'm keeping the hand down. I don't think anyone survived that. Oh no. I just wanted to show PyGyat. I'm a simple creature. Can't believe the bus is still okay after that. I'm just badly injured. I was unalived. I'm sorry, Orbeez. I just wanted to show you guys PyGyat. Divine punishment for showing PyGyat. Soaked and shaken. Oh no! Oh. It happened again. Okay, oh my god, my face hurts from smiling. Okay, I think this is a sign to keep PyGyat away. Yeah, okay, now we're back to life. We've reset. We launched into space twice. Yeah, dying twice, it just cancels out. Okay, but to briefly describe PyGyat. I may be a physicist, but I just don't know how to drive. So PyGyat is this like Python code thingy that changes commands into like cursed ones. So like if statements is like let him cook, like, or no, if is chat is this real, like import is glaze. It basically replaces a lot of terms. Yeah. Oh no, Specs has brain damage. No. The point of this class, I'm here to make you guys big brain, not brain injured. I hope you're doing well. I hope I'm doing well too. We just went into 2 bus crashes. Oh my god. Alright, we're continuing. We are no longer... What? Why am I going backwards again? Okay. We gotta press on the gas. Wait, for some reason I'm like stuck. What? Do you guys see? I guess you guys don't see that. But I'm trying to move forward and it's like stuck. I'm moving backwards. Okay, wait. We might need to revert back to normal weather. What? What? Wait, I'm going backwards. I can't move forward. Guys, I think I'm on an impasse. Shift gears? Shift gears? How do I shift gears? Wait, I am on all-wheel drive. Wait, maybe I gotta increase the tire grip. Alright. Okay. I think this is helping. 25 miles per hour. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay. Alright, we're going forward. Okay. Alright, we're back to normal. Oh my god, that was a journey. Woohoo! Alright. Oh, next question! This might be an obvious question, but as a new viewer, I was wondering what research topics interest you more. From your channel and what I can only assume is a CMB shirt, I would say more cosmology. I'm more familiar with astrophysics, so I don't know the research thematics or something like that besides general physics. So, I'd say astrophysics in general. I think cosmology is really cool, but it has a lot of nuances to it. Finally the right direction, yeah. I feel like I really like mechanics. I think physics in general is really cool. But at the same time, I really love computer science and aerospace. Like, aerospace engineering has been really interesting too. If you like aerospace, I'd recommend you watch my like Europa Clipper launch stream. I think that's like one of my favorite streams on this channel. Just watching you is like watching a 15-year-old with a driver's permit struggle to shift gears. Wait, low-key, my red flag is that when I park, I can't park in one. Like, I can't just go straight in. I have to do a 3-point turn. I'm back. The furnace for commission just got Murphy'd. Oh, I hope that's okay. Actually, class, what are you guys interested in? If you had to choose one field, like, that you're most passionate about, I'm curious to see what you guys are also very interested in. I feel like everybody comes from very different areas. I'm doing a bus announcement to ask everybody what fields you're interested in. Aerodynamics of a cow. Yes, I have seen that paper. I've gotten that sent to me so many times. Music performance. Physical chemistry. Wow. Material science. Ooh, that's so cool. I feel like if I didn't study physics, I'd probably do like material science. Or IT. Astrophysics? Okay. History literature person. Ooh. Do you have like a favorite era? That's really cool. Biochemistry, yes, yes. I love IT. I feel like I'm very much so into CS. Like my most recent video, by the way, if you haven't already, go like and update it. It was one of the first videos that I've actually shown some of my friends in real life. And they were immensely supportive of the channel, so thank you guys for being calm and kind in the comments. But that was about, like, logistic regression, which is, like, an aspect of machine learning. Artificial intelligence? Ooh. Poor quality of films in the current decade. Oof. I feel like, Barbenheimer. I am not a film studies person at all, but, I think Barbenheimer was really good part of films. I watched Wicked recently, and it was really good. I've been listening to Wicked music while studying. I enjoy music, but I like to learn more about other fields. Interdisciplinary stuff are always interesting. I feel like that's what interests me most about physics, because, like, yes, there's physics, but then there's, like, computational physics, which can include, like, anything from, like, modeling astrophysical phenomena to, like, the fluid dynamics of a rocket to even completely tangentially. I've heard of people using physics to build, like, algorithms for, like, Netflix. Lots of math. Computer engineering. Mylan says, I'd love to get more to HCI and communications. Oh, yes. No, human-computer interaction is so cool. Minor in linguistics. I feel like I want to get more into linguistics. I actually have a friend from back home who is majoring in linguistics. And she always shows, like, the coolest things. Like, how, like, languages have evolved over time. Especially with, like, the internet nowadays. I mean, there's this, like, one guy who makes, like, linguistics videos who says, like, chat is the first, like, fourth person pronoun. I was absolutely blown away by that. Collecting any topic like a squirrel. Ooh, my favorite part of literature is the structure of stories. History is just whatever catches my fancy at the time. I feel like I want to read more. I haven't read for fun in a long time, but I read for fun more often than I guess the average person, like my average person in like my friend group. Recently I've been reading this book called like The History of D-Day. This author basically compiled like, I kid you not, like hundreds of accounts of what happened like before and after D-Day in like immense detail. And, like, I haven't ever been, like, that much of a history nerd, though I would love to learn more, and I read this book and I was like, wow, like, this person put a lot of effort. Wait, let me quickly find, like... Let me quickly find what the book was called. Oh, it's called When the Sea Came Alive. So I've been reading that recently. The bus did not derail this time. And there's this book called Challenger that's about, like, the Challenger tragedy. Linguistics is a fascinating subject, but it's mostly guesswork at some point. I know there's a lot of things with linguistics and AI. Proto-Indo-European is a hypothetical language from which all European languages stem from. That's so interesting. Yeah, no, using AI, I feel like a lot of AI has been used within that field. I love looking at the progression of history. It's so interesting to see trends and how different threads weave in and out of each other and how cultures blend and diverge. Yeah, no, I think that's so cool. I feel like the thing about history too is like, I mean, we need to learn history so that it doesn't repeat itself. But there have just been so many interesting coincidences in history that, and like so many interesting nuances that are just never taught in classrooms. AI is not really AI, it's more, yeah, LLMs, yeah. No, exactly. Whew. I gotta be careful. If I keep reading chat, I'm gonna derail the bus. But let's see what's next. Oh, Eggy asks, you like jazz? Actually, I really do. Actually, just off my laptop screen here, I have a CD player, and I've been listening to some jazz. I was recently gifted a Stan Getz CD. And I have to say, like, before this gift, I was only listening to, like, Girl from Ipanema, from Stan Getz, but he has a lot of amazing music. I don't know if that counts more like jazz, it's probably more like bossa nova in a way. But I do like jazz. I actually, funnily enough, like, Eggy says you like jazz in reference to, like, Barry B. Benson from the Bee Movie, but I actually have a playlist called You Like Jazz. How about weird research that gave us important stuff? The math we use for force interactions with members is based on an Italian paper about bending pasta. What? That's so weird. If you have the link to that, please send that in the Discord. That's so cool. Oh, one of the genres you want to learn on guitar. If you have any jazz recommendations, please send them into the music channel. I've also been finding, like, a lot of, like, cute, this might sound really cringe, but, like, cat cafe, like, anime jazz. It's, like, very, like, cute and wholesome. Maybe this is what I need to do to become the ultimate rhythmicist. So, recently, like, Faye and I were talking. So, Faye is the master of the art of Riz, and she has offered to teach me the ways of Riz. This all came about because she said that she was going to do a ASMR video, and she was, like, asking Spec members, like, her channel, like, which type of ASMR she'd like, you would like to see her do. And there was, like, yandere, tsundere, like, all these different types of dairies that I've actually never heard of before. I think I'm more of, like, a dairy from what it seems like from the definitions. I don't really know what exactly these all mean, but I am open-minded to learning. Is Kenny G jazz? I don't know who that is. Bossa Nova, ooh, that sounds cool. Ghibli has a jazz, oh, I'm jotting that down, what? A Ghibli jazz CD would go so hard. Don't do it, Z. No, I'm not doing ASMR, but I think Faye has a point here. She has some amazing Riz tips that she could teach me. But I think I have quite a lot of Riz. I think I have a lot of Riz. Class, what do you think? I think I have Riz. I have, like, the nerdy type of Riz, where I'm, like, really passionate about explaining things. Hee. If you like anime, there's a band that plays anime music with jazz called Platina Jazz. Oh god, I'm jotting this down instead of driving. Hopefully I don't derail. Dare is a term for a character who is love-struck and does not hide their romantic feelings. Oh, okay, that is not me. I thought Dare was somebody who's just, like, extroverted, or, like, I guess not extroverted, but, like, energetic and, yeah, outgoing, you know? I have the kind of Riz where someone will drop the biggest hints known to man, and I'll keep explaining more after 40k long. The oblivious Riz. But honestly, I feel like sort of same. I feel like I'm also very oblivious. to any sort of Riz things. I pinged you with what I saw on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, next question. If you guys have Riz tips, let me know. Genki girl? What the heck is that? Oh, one other type of jazz I really like is the soundtrack from Superliminal. I think that was the first game I played on this channel. And I feel like listening to the music makes me very nostalgic from like when I was first starting out my channel. Okay, next question. Oh, okay, so actually Phi recently had a stream and I actually answered this question for him, so I can summarize this again. So, a question inspired by my Discord. From what I know, speed modifies your relative experience of time. An ultracentrifuge can rotate a sample at 100,000 rotations per minute. How can we calculate the sample's experience of time relative to ours traveling at that speed? And so basically Phi was asking, like, is the time dilation that a sample experiences in an ultracentrifuge, like, significant? The answer is no. But basically, on Phi's stream, I did, like, a rough, like, back-of-the-envelope calculation. So I actually jotted down some notes here. I can basically explain what I did. So, the first thing I did was, like, I converted, like, 100,000 rotations per minute, into linear velocity, assuming that, like, the ultracentrifuge has, like, a radius of, like, 10 centimeters. And then I applied the time dilation formula. So there is a formula. I actually have it pasted, I think, here. There's this formula that can describe, like, how much time dilation you experience. Like, your velocity is v, and the speed of light is c. And I actually did a series on special relativity on this, which I feel like is why this question got appeared. I've been waiting for this. Yes, thank you, thank you. And I calculated that, like, roughly if we were to consider an ultracentrifuge, it would be, like, roughly, like, 1,000, like, meters per second that a sample is moving, like, linearly. And so the time dilation would be, like, 6 times 10 to the negative 12 seconds, which is very, very, very small. It basically means, like, for every second experienced by a stationary observer, the ultracentrifuge sample would experience, like, 1.0000000, like 12 zeros, like 6 seconds, which is very minuscule. It also means, like, it would take like thousands of years to see, like, a noticeable, like, maybe like 1 second time dilation. So yeah, an incredibly small time dilation, but it's a great question because it's like, yeah, like, you might want to consider relativity, who knows? Yeah, no, I feel like these questions are, like, a really cool combination. Like, I feel like that's why I love collaborating with VTheorem, because I would have never thought of, like, applying special relativity to a centrifuge until Phi asked. So I thought this was a really cool question. Alright, now let me read the comments about the Riz while being a careful driver. You've kind of got Idaho Riz, where it's a medium Riz. What does that mean? A Genki girl is a young female character in Japanese media who is energetic and lively. Maybe I am that. You are most likely a Hajidere or a Teradere. What the heck does that mean? Can somebody explain to me in chat what that means? One time a girl asked me out at the college library because I was there all the time. Oh, if it's 10 to the negative 12, it's like a trillion years. Oh, wait, yeah. Wait, what am I saying? I don't know why I said thousands of years. I think that was because, yeah, when I first did this, I actually did my calculation wrong. It was like 10 to the, like, negative 6, but that was obviously wrong. But, actually, 10 to the negative 12. Hold up. How many seconds in a year? I mean, there's 3 times 10 to the 7 seconds in a year. So, actually, you would need about 100,000 calendar years to have, 3 times 10 to the 12 seconds. So does that mean you would be in 100,000 years, you would be off by 1 second. Oh my god, the bus is- Ah! We're flying! We're flying! Oh no! Brace for impact! Brace for impact! Sorry, I was typing up. I was calculating. Sorry guys, I was doing back of the envelope calculations. Yes, so it's 100,000 years. Alright, is everybody okay? Is everybody okay? Is everybody safe? We landed on our feet, yeah. Yeah, everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. Third time. Oh no, that means it doesn't cancel out anymore. Sorry. Wait, is there a parking brake? Sorry, I was losing track. Insurance is not going to cover this. Nope, nuh-uh. I think the best part is that I called this happening when 5 said, somebody clip this. Oh my god. I'm not. Oh my god, thank you somebody for 3 IQ for subscribing. Ah! Wait, I'm like off-railing. Okay, hold on, I need to reset. Okay. Somebody clip that and I'll send it to Phi. I died in the crash and spilled some tomato insides on my laptop. No! Specs, are you okay? Specs, stay in there. Guys, actually our end destination is no longer in and out. Our end destination is now, the hospital. Bamboo, you've been clipping these, thank you. Oh my god, my face hurts from smiling so much. Okay, thank you, Phi, for the amazing question. And for leading to a crash. Okay, next question. I've been really interested in black holes. I know really few things about them, but I think it's one of the most interesting topics about space. I totally agree. Black holes are so cool. Thank you, Mino, for submitting this question. It's like, what is a black hole? So, a black hole is like a region where no light can escape. You probably heard about this all the time. But I guess one maybe cool detail that you might not know is that they form from like massive stars collapsing. When massive stars collapse, they explode in a supernova and they leave behind their core, which also collapses into like a singularity called a black hole. We are also like theorizing that like the black holes could also form from direct collapse, where there were massive like clouds of gas in the early universe, which just like collapsed like into these immensely huge black holes. Black holes also have really cool structure. So they have event horizons, which is like the boundary beyond which like nothing can escape. They have a singularity where basically all the mass is concentrated, and they have an ergosphere, which is like a distorted area around the black hole. I think, yeah. And they can vary a lot in size. There's a lot of them in galaxies. And what's really cool is like they don't emit any light. And so like at the boundary of a black hole, there's some really interesting physics. A lot of stuff that like Stephen Hawking, Kip Thorne, all these famous figures have worked on. Like one example is like this idea of Hawking radiation, that like at the quantum scale, like little particles may be like radiated from black holes. So they're not like completely dark. Maybe this is not the right topic to talk about after everybody's brains have turned into jelly amidst that crash. On the way to the hospital, can we stop by Sonic? Alright, y'all, on the way to the hospital, can we stop by Taco Bell? I actually don't like Taco Bell that much. But I heard a lot of good things about these like Taco Bell cantinas. So I hope that was a cool rundown about black holes. Next question. I imagine to a safe, this is from Astrotropos. I imagine it's safe to assume physics is your favorite, and rightly so, it's the best one. But what's your preference between chemistry and biology? I think chemistry. I think in chemistry there was a lot of math, and I actually really do enjoy math. But chemistry was kind of tough for me in high school too. The big thing that like affected me about chemistry was like there was this acids and bases unit I remember like back in like high school. And it was really tough. I just like could not wrap my head around it. And that was when I realized I was not going to be a chemist. Actually, I was very set on doing physics from the start. I think biology is super cool. I just feel like I'm not really good at like memorization. When I was actually younger, I actually loved anatomy. Like I loved memorizing bones and like muscles and like understanding how muscles work. And it's actually a really cool process. I've forgotten all of it now because that was like back in middle school. But yeah, I feel like if maybe I would have been a doctor in another life. Just like Faye. Are you drinking yet? No, I am not drinking. I am at least that safe, but I tell you, we've already crashed like 4 times. As a Mexican, I refuse to eat a Taco Bell. That's so valid. That is so valid. Can we stop by hamburger? We should get fries. High school chemistry, disgrace to humanity. I feel like I need to, maybe one day I'll actually take like a formal class. I'll just like stop by a class or something. I'm back. Hello, Rico lol. So, yeah. Oh, next question. The funny story. So, Kronos, I was like going through the sheet, or the Google form, I guess, and Kronos X7 just submitted general question. I was like, what is that supposed to be? And it turns out in the Discord, Kronos told me that like it was an accident. So the actual question is, oh, what motivated you to start VTubing? So this is actually a really common question. I'm just teasing. So, when I first started VTubing, it was like this summer. Can't believe it's already been almost half a year. No, maybe almost. But I realized, I really wanted to teach other people about science communication. Science communication is something that's always been really important to me, and I really wanted to improve on my skills and also just meet a lot of new people. And I also realized that I really liked VTubers. Like, I loved I still do love Hololive. I'm really sad about Fauna's graduation. She was one of my favorites. And so I was like, you know what? Like, what would be really cool? Combining science and VTubers. And I was a little scared because I feel like VTubing can have a bit of a stigma outside of the science community. I mean, after all, like, I am just like an anime girl explaining physics to you guys, right? But I realized like there's such a strong community. And like, when I was like looking into it, like I found Faye's channel, like I found CL's channel, like who does coding content, and I was like, this is a community I'd love to be part of. And honestly, thanks to you guys that I'm here. My questions is answered and my neighbor says shut up. Have a good night. Good night, Astral Tropos. You can be ejected from the bus and sleep in the snow. She's a Kick streamer now. No, I do not approve that message. Here comes another lake. I'm very careful around the lakes ever since we drowned. Doki Bird, I love Doki Bird. I think Doki Bird, I also really enjoy Mint's content. I love Mint's like model and rigging is so beautiful. The YouTube algorithm recommended me your channel, saw you were a VTuber and it was nice. Aww. I feel like most people have found me through Reddit, through Faye or other VTubers, or just through the recommended, and I hope the number of people who find me through recommended goes up, because at the end of the day, like, I think everybody benefits from a little bit of science in their life, right? Yeah. Doki Bird is awesome. Inorganic chemistry, Eternal Sonata, wow. I learned a little bit of inorganic chemistry, but that stuff was intense. I have immense respect for that. Acids and metals! No, not acids. Okay, next question from Anonymous. Twitch versus YouTube. Well, I don't stream on Twitch. I only stream on YouTube. And the reason why I've only stuck to YouTube is because I feel like I've also made like a lot of like decent long form videos, like my video on ITAR, my video on I'm blanking, logistic regression, and I feel like Twitch doesn't really have that option. I think Twitch is primarily for streamers. I've also like never really been, like, even before I started VTubing, like I would always watch HoloLive on YouTube, and I never really know how Twitch works. Time for me to dive out of the bus and fall asleep in the snow. Goodbye, Myelin. Thank you so much for joining. Everybody go subscribe to their channel. My amazing V-Theorem genmate. Incredibly talented. Also VODs. Education Chubas need their own VOD location. Ooh. Found you through shorts. Aww. Wait, I feel like so... Actually, if everybody in chat can just, like, explain, like, how you guys found me, like, please let me know. I'm actually genuinely curious, because I feel like I want to make more, like, longer videos as well. But my shorts have been doing really well. Twitch technically has uploads, but YouTube is better for non-stream content. Yeah, and I feel like Twitch usually is just for streaming, and I think for educational content, like, YouTube is a better platform. While you guys say how you guys find me, I'm moving on to the next question. Found you through Phi. Yeah, no, I feel like the V-Theorem network is strong. If you can learn any skill to proficiency, what skill will you choose? Oh, I was actually talking about this with my friends because I saw this. Thank you, Kronos X7. I think it would be really cool to learn, like, card counting. I don't know if you guys have ever watched, like, YouTube videos, but, like, some movies, like, have card counting. There's this one guy who, his name's, like, Steven something, who does card counting, and he's so cool. Of course, like, what he does, like, he gets kicked out of casinos. It's not, like, illegal, I think, but he just gets banned from casinos. I don't think I could ever do that, but I think it'll be cool to learn it and, like, try it someday. It feels kind of like being, like, an imposter in Among Us. 21 the movie. Yeah, no, that was exactly what I was talking about. The algorithm, show me the stream. Thank you so much for joining from the algorithm. Found you while looking through the farms that grow kiwis. What? Just got here. Hello, Grant. I did debate with some good buddies regarding the viability of educational VTubers, and we looked up a bunch, and that's how I came across you. Oh, that's so new. That's a new method that I have not heard. That's so adorable. Applying physics to the roulette. Oh, ruh-roh. YouTube dropped a stream after a Kyle Hill video. Ooh. Found you through Phi, but I really enjoy your long-form bits. Oh, thank you. I want to make more of those. I actually, wink, 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 wink. I have some long-form videos that I have planned over the winter break. What could they be? How's it going? Things are going good. The drive's been going great. We crashed like 4 or 5 times. We're traveling at 87 miles per hour. I like how chill this stream is. Yeah, no, it's great. Just admire the view at 87 miles per hour. I stumbled upon the stream with the intention of playfully bullying you before the bus crashed. Well, I hope your brain damage is okay. Found you from Reddit? I think a lot of people found me from Reddit. Okay, so another skill I'd like to learn is latte art. So if you guys don't know, coffee's amazing. Actually recently, because of all the work I've had to do, I've actually been averaging like 3 cups a day, which I feel like I'm at my unhealthiest. I feel like I notice that I'm drinking way too much coffee when, like, I start getting really jittery almost, and I also start losing a lot of weight. So, yeah, no, I'm at a point where I feel like, I'm at a pretty unhealthy level. But I actually do love coffee, and one thing I really want to learn is, like, latte art, or, like, how to run, like, an actual cafe. Maybe another thing also is, like, so after my trip to England and France, I'm actually going back to, like, my childhood home to rest for a bit, and I'm actually planning to keep playing the violin. I know a lot of you guys really love my Howl's Moving Castle cover, so maybe it's about time for another one. I definitely want to, like, keep improving and keep learning, and yeah, so I might have some pieces in development. Yo, bet. Yeah, everybody loves that, right? And if you haven't already, go watch the cover. I actually spent a lot of time on it. So for context, like I've learned violin. I've been playing violin for about 13 years, but I haven't played it for like 4 or 5 years. And so I picked it up and I was like, oh, this is gonna be really bad. And the body is like surprisingly so good at muscle memory. Like I picked up the violin and I was able to play pieces that I hadn't been able to in like half a decade. And I was just incredibly impressed. Educational VTubing has never been this fast. Yeah, we're zooming. But yeah, no, those are some skills I'd like to learn. Also Morse code. I think also it'd be cool to learn some languages. Okay, second to last question, and then I'll go through the ones in the form that I missed. Do you wear cosmic twin tails in real life? No, I do not. Oh, thank you, Pembu, for linking the cover. I guess I could do cosmic twin tails. I do have long hair. Not this long, though. I could do twin tails. Actually, a little bit of a funny, maybe a funny note. I am tentatively planning to be at Fanime, which I believe is in San Jose, in May of 2025. And I'm planning to cosplay as myself. I don't know how many Orbies would go. I don't think a lot of people would recognize me, but I'm planning to cosplay as myself. And I think I could definitely pull it off. I think Mylan is also planning to be there, so that might actually be the first time like we do some sort of off collab or like see each other in real life. So I'm like super excited. So yeah, no, that's been in the plans very tentatively. Of course, I'll have I have a white skirt. I can do my hair in these like twin tails. I'll just need to like find a cosmic microwave background top, which I can maybe get custom designed somewhere. Oh, and gloves. Opinion on indie horror games like Poppy's Playtime or Dandy's World. Actually, I remember I think it was during COVID, I used to play like Baldi's Basics for fun. I was actually really hooked. Like, it's so childish, but I was actually really hooked. Why not visit Italy? Oh, that's one of my goals. I really want to go to Italy, especially near the coast. And Austria, too. Yeah, questions submitted during the stream will be after this round. And don't worry, we're almost at the last one. Stradivarius violins. Oh, well, I don't have a Stradivarius violin, but my violin is quite old. I think it's from like the 1700s, I think. Which is why I feel like, I know a lot of you guys have been asking for like violin concerts, but I just have such an emotional like connection with my violin at home. Like it just sounds really nice. Also, when I'm at home, like my parents, what? Z has parents? What? This is revolutionary. No, I do have parents. I have a mom and a dad. I know I'm not actually from the, oh, actually canonically I am from the cosmic microwave background, but when I'm at home, like my parents can also listen to the music I make, and that makes me really happy. Z has parents? I know, this is so new. Actually, my parents are actually like, before our universe was created, they were like part of the multiverse. Do you play tabletop games? If so, what's your favorite class to play? Oh, so I was actually part of a campaign, I think like 2 years ago. I'm not anymore just because things have been really busy. But I was a ranger, I believe. Yeah, I was a ranger. And I had like a little bird that I had on my shoulder, like release fire. I think, yeah, that was really cool. A physics VTuber playing a math horror game? Oh yeah, wait, actually, yeah, maybe that's the reason why I liked Baldi's Basics so much. Actually, really, one of my favorite games is Doki Doki Literature Club, though it does deal with some very, like, sensitive topics. If you guys have any recommendations for games, too, like, over the break, I'll have some time to game. I actually recently got Stardew Valley, and I've always wanted to play that. And one of my favorite games of all time has been like Cult of the Lamb. Another great horror game is 5D chess. Actually, just kidding. It's actually a very fun game. Stellaris, that has been recommended to me so many times. The issue is that I have an Apple laptop. But, so a bit of lore. I actually recently told somebody in my vicinity that I'm a VTuber. And it was almost like coming out of a VTubing closet. But, I'm hoping, like, to maybe borrow this individual's, like, gaming laptop. Who knows? We'll see. Poppy Playtime? Stardew Valley is lovely. Yeah, I heard it's very cozy. I actually heard it's developed by, like, one guy. Like, this one, like, guy who, like, quit his job at, like, some sort of software engineering company and just decided to create a game, which is incredibly inspirational. Maru from Stardew? Who's Maru? I know that they have, like, an observatory place. I did make, like, a world real quick. Still reserve about building your own desktop? I think it would be really cool. It's just, how do I say it? Like, it's a huge financial commitment. My first goal is to, I feel like for a desktop, it's A, it's a lot of space, and B, my MacBook works fine, other than the fact that it's blasting its fan right now. Demetrius and Maru are the scientists in Stardew. Ooh! I think you can, like, marry them, too. Maybe I should marry one of them. Okay. Well, next question. Oh, also, and back to Fanime. If anyone's planning to go, I feel like you would recognize me immediately if I wore my Cosmic Microwave background top. I think by then I would have a better sense of, like, how I feel being, like, cause when I go to Fanime and stuff like that, like, I'm not gonna be like a walking TV screen. Although I don't know how Iron Mouse does that. I think that's really cool. Like, I don't know how the Wi-Fi is so good for her to do that and, like, walk around like that. But, like, if I were to go, like, I'd be going in real life. Which I feel like something to think about. Satisfactory, would like to hear. Ooh, wait. I actually started, like, a crowdfunding campaign for Factorio, which has been, like, the most, I think, behind Stellaris, like, the most requested game that I play. But it's like $50. So I've actually been trying to save up money for it. Maru is one you can marry, not Demetrius. I'll keep that in mind. Sadly, I cannot attend an anime convention so far away. Yeah, no, obviously it's, like, not the most accessible to people. I think Off-Kai is also, like, I really wanted to go to Off-Kai, but the timing is really bad, and I think it's also quite far. But it would be nice to meet Z IRL. I mean, for those of you who can make it to Fanime, maybe you will meet me IRL. Who knows? Okay, last question, and then I'll read through the ones in the sheets. But this drive has been going really smoothly. How many physicists does it take to change— oh, this is not a question. How many physicists does it take to change a light bulb? 11. 1 to change it, and 10 to co-author it. Amazing joke. I feel like there's no better way to, like, end a stream than this. Also, Duolingo is coming for you. I don't know who wrote this. I don't know why Duolingo. I don't know. Actually, a question for chat. If I were to learn Duolingo, like, what languages should I learn? I tried to do some Japanese, actually. But the structure was actually not that great, and I've heard some poor reviews about it. That was, like, right before I went to Japan. Duolingo is coming for you. Duolingo is coming for you. Wait, I feel like I don't even do that much Duolingo. Duolingo's really bad. Japanese is brutal. Yeah, no. I think I did a lot of Spanish Duolingo. Although I feel like I've forgotten a lot of it. I think that's my issue with Duolingo. It's, like, really fun to, like, gather points and, like, play the games and whatever. But I think, like, for me, learning languages has to come from more of, like, a formal experience. Yeah, Duolingo Japanese tells you to call everyone sweetheart. Yeah, no, I also heard like Duolingo Japanese doesn't do very well like explaining like informal language. So it just sounds like you're speaking like incredibly formally. But yeah. Alright, we are going to pause the car. Oh, I can set it to cruise control, what? Okay, I'm gonna cruise control real quick. Wait, I did not know that was a thing. Also, by the way, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a bit of setting behind me. Let me quickly... wait, give me 1 second. Oh god, wait, I was not looking where I was going. Okay, wait, I'm getting rid of the cruise control. Okay, we're back on track. We're driving through a tree. Human Japanese. Not sure if it's still in the App Store. I feel like the apps have been a little bit helpful. I actually did a little bit of a Morse code learning online. Riccolo, what about my question? Oh, okay, wait. Here, let me pull up the questions that I haven't answered yet. Okay. Ooh, I want to like screen share this somehow. Hopefully this is not doxing at all. I think this should be fine. Yeah. I mean, you guys can just see what's on here. I guess it's a little hard to see. Here, let me try to like increase the font size a little bit. So these are the new questions. Ooh. Hold up, I'm doing some Excel editing real quick. Can I like... Hopefully the... Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, I got that to work. Here, let me, oh. Here, let me make this a little bit more narrow. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's answer those questions. Oh, the bus is stranded on the side of the road. ChatGPT is awful at Japanese? What? I see it. Okay. No, the Genki books are great. I've heard amazing things about that. I think if I were to learn Japanese, I'd learn from the Genki books. In my case, I hit a plateau. I heard about this. It's called the intermediate plateau. Okay, first question. Do you celebrate Christmas, Xmas? What do you think about Newtonmas? What is Newtonmas? Can somebody in the chat explain me what Newtonmas is? But yes, I guess I do celebrate Christmas. Like, I really enjoy like getting gifts and being with family, having a Christmas dinner, just, you know, all the usual. Yeah, just being with friends. I think I'm not doing one this year, but in previous years I've also done like a gift exchange almost with friends, and that's always so fun. Always very funny. Genki books are good. I have both of them. Wow. Is there an end to the bus game? Like them dropping off the people inside? I don't think so. This is infinite. But for your information, we are going to In-N-Out and then we're going to the hospital because we went into like 5 crashes. Newton's birthday was on December 25th. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. I celebrate Newtonmas as well. Okay, next question. Oh my god. Okay. Arath asks, what do you think about the Future Circular Collider? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, the Large Hadron Collider is huge. But they're planning to make it even huger with like a humongous ring that includes a Large Hadron Collider. And their plan is that it'll help gather a lot of new data on particle physics because it'll be more energetic than before. I think it's great. I think it's really cool that scientists are coming together, but I think the one hesitation I have about it is like, we've basically gotten to a point where we haven't really been seeing like any major, like for example, like the Higgs boson was like a huge discovery. We haven't seen anything of like that caliber since the Large Hadron Collider has been on, and since then there's been a lot of upgrades, like the high luminosity upgrade, like run 3, which was I think the one we're in right now, where they basically like spent like years like basically like building the constructor to be more powerful than before. And so I think we've reached some sort of like plateau. I think the question is like, will this future circular collider be at such a high energy scale that we would actually be able to discover something new? Because it is a lot of money, it's a lot of time that's being put into this. So yeah, it's a lot of things to consider. I think it's really cool that people are coming together. It's just, I think it's faced a lot of criticism. And I think some of that criticism, some of it is a little extreme, but some of it is a little valid. And I think the scientists who are in this field are very aware of like sort of the general like political context of like what they're working in. I think the morgue is more appropriate than the hospital. That is so true. Okay, next question from Meesman. What do you know about the antimatter fountain? What? Maybe it can be connected with recent detections of anti-helium and hydrogen on the ISS. First of all, the bus is stalled, but let me reset real quick. Wait, antimatter fountain? It's from 2015. New article about a pulsar leaking antimatter into the Milky Way. I don't think it could be linked with something that we see on Earth. So just to answer the second question, I don't think it'd be linked with something that we see on Earth because, like, we are far from the outside of the Milky Way. I guess it was discovered in 1997 by Gamma Ray Observatory. This fountain produces a huge amount of antimatter, up to 3,500 light years from the galactic center. Generates about 10 million trillion positrons each second, resulting in the annihilation of approximately 200 billion tons of positrons in the Milky Way central bulge in just a few seconds. What? That's so cool. So nobody knows why this is created, but it might, I think it might just be because of like star formation or like star bursts, or maybe because of the super massive black hole. While the antimatter fountain primarily produces positrons. Well, yeah, I don't think this has anything to do with the ISS, just because it's from the center of the Milky Way. That's really interesting. Thank you so much, Meesman, for bringing that up. See, this demonstrates that I'm also learning something new. I did not know about this. I think I've heard about it, but I've actually never really looked into it. That's really interesting. Yummy antimatter. Yeah, no one knows what it is. That might be a cool thing to make a video on. I might be working on making antimatter in my dorm room. I don't think that's safe. I don't know how you would do that. How would you do that? Rain says, if there's a wall of hags at anime. No! No! I am youthful. I am young and youthful, I promise. Best of luck, Xenotime. Oh, Germanium GE, hello, hello, hello. I just woke up. Oh yeah, no, there's so many people from different time zones. I know, I don't usually do an evening stream, but glad you were able to join us. No, I'm not old, I promise. Actually, there's a running joke in V Theorem, like, about this, but I am not old. We like older women. No, I do not approve. This gives me flashbacks to my very first Q&A where somebody asked me if they can call me Mommy Cosmos, and I had to drink some copium after that. Bananas are constantly emitting positrons. Maybe that's how Xenotime's making the positrons. It's actually 1 AM where I am, lol. Oh. I guess that's like Eastern time zone, I think. Yeah, I'm in Pacific time zone, so it's like 10 p.m. PT's awesome. Lamau, Mommy Cosmos. No! Oh god, I shouldn't have said that. East Coast, fail coast? You mean East Coast, least coast? Okay, no, I actually do like, I feel like I do like all parts of the US. I don't have any particular strong feelings. You're trying to actually synthesize them? How are you going to keep them from imploding, I guess? Or exploding with normal matter? I'm in Canada. Oh. Well, I guess that's still Eastern time zone almost. Does Canada use like Eastern, Pacific, Central? Or I guess does it have other words for it? You don't. That's how you detect them. Oh, I see. I thought you were going to like capture them somehow, and I was like, I just found that term extremely funny. I know, it is funny. I feel like I also bring it up a lot just because I thought it was hilarious. I feel like some of I think this Q&A was actually quite tame. In the past, like, there have been less tame Q&As. We use the same set of time zones, so we have an extra one on the east called maritime. Oh, I see. That's interesting. I have actually not been driving, but next question from Ember Heirloom. How do we distinguish between different types... Oh wait, back to the drive. How do we distinguish between the different types of dark matter, and what observational techniques are being developed to detect or measure them? Okay, so I think I can answer this question on an astrophysical and particle physics scale. So astrophysically, like, one way that we're looking at dark matter is to explore huge galaxy clusters. And by seeing these galaxy clusters, there's a lot of dark matter that's present. And we've seen it, if you look up the bullet cluster, you can literally see that while galaxy clusters gravitationally interact with each other, the dark matter, like, flows through each other, whereas the galactic matter interacts. So that's one example of how we're using, like, large-scale astrophysical phenomena where we can basically trace how the dark matter is. Second is, like, on a particle physics scale. That includes, like, using the high energy collisions of the Large Hadron Collider. Like, one example are these, like, patterns called soft unclustered energy patterns. They're produced, and this sounds like total science fiction, but this is, like, something that people are actually looking at. They're produced by reaching into this, like, hidden dimension known as the hidden valley that scientists think that dark matter arises from. And you basically, like, reach into the hidden valley, you take out the dark matter, and the dark matter interacts with, like, mediator particles, and it produces, like, mini explosions of particles, which you then detect and measure. I've also seen of, like, people having, like, huge vats of, like, neon or, like, gases or liquids or something and, like, trying to detect it through that. I don't know much about that, but that's also another approach. Xenotime says the plan is to create a radioactive nuclei which releases positrons when it decays. They annihilate with regular and spits out a photon of exactly... Oh, that's so cool! Yeah, if you do make a video on that, I would love to share that and like it. Asking thirsty or troll questions is not my style. I feel like that's the typical behavior of the average Orbeez. Woo, 2 hours long. I know, right? we're really endurance streaming. I feel like 2 hours has really been maxing out. But I feel like, you know, it's the second to last stream, right? Might as well make the most of it. A lot of new inventions stem from sci-fi, actually. Ooh, yeah. What is your personal favorite dark matter theory? I mean, I think it's really convincing for, like, cold dark matter. So there's, like, theories for different temperatures of dark matter, like cold dark matter, hot dark matter, warm dark matter. I think cold dark matter is the most convincing. I personally really am passionate about, like, the astrophysical methods that are being used to explore dark matter. I think that's really cool. I think looking at the large-scale behavior things can help us identify, like, dark matter at the particle level, and I believe it's made out of particles, so. I think there's, like, some other theories of, like, primordial black holes or, like, exoplanets, but I think those are a little... I'm not as convinced for those theories. But who knows? It could be anything. There's even ADMX, which is looking for a type of theoretical dark matter particle called the axion. Yeah. It's just literally really expensive precise radio receiver. Yeah, there's just so many different methods, and I think it's really interesting. Oh, also, by the way, I know it's a little hard to tell, but we just hit 100 miles! Woohoo! Okay, thank you, Ember Heirloom. That's such a cool name for that question. Is there any cool magnetism things that you find interesting? And this question is from Lithium Chloride. That's a really cool name. Magnetism? I've always been really mesmerized by Maxwell's equations. Like, I think people don't understand, like, how amazing it was that Maxwell was able to combine electricity and magnetism into, like, one science, basically, like electromagnetism. It's something that, like, has always blown my mind, and I guess, like, more in detail is that magnetism and electricity are linked through special relativity. And maybe I should make a video series on this, because it's definitely way too much to explain in one live stream while I am driving a bus and casually explaining things. But one really cool thing is, like, if you change your frame of reference of a situation that seems to be using, like, electrical forces or, like, electrical charge, it turns into magnetic fields, and vice versa. It is so weird. And Maxwell figured this out. And I guess Einstein and stuff too, but crazy. Maybe this is a cool video to make. E&M and relativity. I feel like it's something that's never taught in school. Because, like, everybody's like, oh, like, magnets, charge. But, like, Maxwell was crazy for that. That was really revolutionary. Fluid dynamics is also very insane. Electrofluid dynamics. I think I've also, you may have watched my sun lecture, but one of the recent sort of areas of exploration is this idea of magnetohydrodynamics. Scientists are looking at the sun's magnetic field and modeling it with, like, hydrodynamic modeling, which is really important because it can affect, like, solar activity and solar flares and so forth. So yeah, that's just one example. Oh, we're here to another lake. Ah! Oh my god, I was clicking on the next question. Oh god, bro, I think everybody got whiplash from that. Well, I hope everyone's spine is okay. I won't say too much, but I work with MHD simulations in the group I'm working with at uni. That's so cool! Yeah, no, you definitely know a lot more than I do. Your neck broke. Oh no! You mentioned you play D&D. What is the craziest story from that table? Oh, wow. Okay, and then I'll read this question next, because I think I need to scroll for that one. I think one crazy story was, like, so I had a bird, my character had a bird, and I would basically use, this background music is perfect, by the way, I had a bird, and I realized that I could basically like attack using the bird infinite times, and like the DM like did not set like a clear regulation for it. So basically I was like bird attacks like a quadrillion times. And we like defeated the boss. But we did nothing. It was just the bird just like went like crazy. My neck broke. In my E&M class, we kept rewriting the Maxwell equations and we learned something new. Yeah, no, that's so cool. I love the Maxwell equations for that. And a new spine. They don't let me touch the supercomputers. No. Now I have 7 TBIs and a broken neck. We're getting Whataburger. Yes. Yes, we're honestly, burgers first, morgue later. Okay, wait, let's read this. Rika Lol asks, have you heard or watched Pixar's Knack? Pixar. I have not. This looks really cute though. It's about a snowman being in a snow globe and wants to go out and join the sunnier weather knickknacks. He takes inspiration from Chuck Jones cartoons with his slapstick. I will watch that. I will jot that down in my notepad. Thank you for the recommendation. I actually think that's the last question in the list. Guys, we went through so many questions. How long has this stream been? Wow, it's been almost 2 hours. I have a notepad? Yeah, I actually have a notepad on every stream. I jot down a lot of the things you guys talk about. And things that I want to talk about with you guys. Actually, one thing that I wanted to talk about was... I know this is a little bit different from my typical content, but would you guys like to see me vlog my Europe trip? I feel like that would be really cute. And I wish I vlogged my Japan trip because there were so many little tidbits. I took a lot of pictures and I shared a lot about the trip afterwards, but I think having a video would be really cute. That'd be kind of fun. One of the channels that I've been really inspired by is Vias. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. But she recently did a vlog, I think Pembu shared this, of her doing a obstacle course. It's like a zipline obstacle course called Go Ape. And she basically like overlaid her VTuber character while doing the zipline course. And it looks so interactive and so cool. Vias. Thank you, Pembu. And I want to do something like that. I actually reached out to her and I got some tips on how I can also make a similar video. So yeah, we love VTuber collabs. Go to Newton's birthplace. I don't know if that's too out of the way. But I will have to say that I am going to a place that is going to be very exciting in London. I wonder what that might be. Considering that I'm very much into space. I feel like there's only one location that comes to mind. Sounds cool, sounds cool. Okay. Everybody is a huge proponent of that. Woohoo. Oh, let me drink some water. How is everybody doing in the back of the bus? Ooh, it's also getting kind of late. LHC would be cool too, but probably hard. Actually, funny story. I actually have already visited the LHC. I actually got on a tour. I unfortunately wasn't able to actually go to the particle collider itself. Like, I guess like go like into the tubes, you know? Because it was running, but I did get to like meet some researchers and chat with people. It was actually so cool. I actually went there, when did I go there? I went there maybe like a month or two before I started VTubing. I actually might have some pictures from that. Let me quickly scroll through my photos and see if I can find anything. I went on a trip to parts of Switzerland. Let me try to find a photo. Sorry, I'm on my phone. I'm not sleeping, I promise. That was around this time. Here, let me send some photos. Go back and show us? I'd love to, but I feel like going to Europe it's a lot of planning. Like, for context, like, I'm in the Pacific time zone, and Europe is basically on the other side of the planet. But if I do go next time, I may ask if I can vlog it or something. Let's see. I have so many photos with pictures of me in them, which is a big no-no. Here. I mean, I could show photos with pictures of me in them, but I don't know. I don't know if that would probably break the immersion. Oh yeah, we also got to see the low energy iron ring. That one I got like a really good close-up of. Like I basically got to go inside it. But we cool. Yeah, I'll show you some photos. I'm uploading some photos to my OBS right now. Oh, they also had like CERN Toblerone. Okay, I think these pictures are safe for me to show. Here, let me quickly image. Sort by... Oh, I cannot find it. Date added. What? What folder is this in? I hate when I can't see my photos. Oh, it's not the right image format. Here, let me quickly convert them to JPEGs. Here. Sorry, this is taking a long time, but I really want to show you guys these photos. Oh my god, that is huge. So at the entrance, they have this like huge like statue, and it had Maxwell's equations on it, so I wanted to show. Did you participate in the rites of the hidden math masters in certain... What? There's a rites? What? Nah. Eyes on the road? Well, I'm not driving right now. We're taking a pit stop, and there's no cars behind us, I hope. So this is one really cool picture. And they had a bunch of these equations on it, and it was like the start of the loop was like it was like the basically like Arabic numbers, and it became like more and more advanced. Like then they had like Galileo's stuff, and then like they had the most recent like Hawking, I think it had Hawking radiation on it. So it was like as the loop progressed, like more current discoveries would be written. Yeah, I was nerding out about this. So this is like one of, I guess, I didn't take a lot of pictures, but this is one of the things that they had outside. I think it's like an old part of the accelerator that they just left outside as a tourist area. So the thing about the Large Hadron Collider is that it's huge. And so it's, I was basically like in one tiny part of the accelerator because the ring is like miles long. So there really wasn't that much to see. I feel like it would be cool to see it from an overhead view. But this was actually really cool. So this is the, let me try to get the exact name. This is called the Low Energy Iron Ring. And I think one of the things that it is it has like a magnet. So those like orange parts are the bending magnets. So they like bend the trajectory of the particles. It cools the electrons and it like focuses the magnet for the collision. So I got a really like up close tour for this, which was really cool. But yeah, I wish I took more pictures, but that was before I was a VTuber. But yeah. Anywho, I think that's actually all the questions we have. I mean, we're approaching almost at 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is one of my longer streams. But this is one of like my second to last stream before the winter break. I'm not nerding out right now. Not at all? What? I think, so just for context, for those of you who are unfamiliar with my winter hiatus, basically I will be gone after my last stream, which I believe will be next Friday morning, I think, or next Thursday evening. I think it might be Friday morning. And then I will be traveling for a week. I'll try to post a video here and there, but it might be hard. And then for 2 weeks, I'll be at home, where I might be playing some violin, etc. And yeah. And then I'm back, I think, January 5th or 6th. So it's actually not that long of a time. I'm basically gone for a week for vacation, which is basically like, I feel like I only stream like once or twice a week anyways, so it feels very natural. And I'll be posting like longer videos, so please be excited for those. Please show your support. I think being at home means I'll also have more time to edit and also brainstorm some new ideas for when I'm back. So if you have any ideas for live streams, I have a ton of them written down, but I'm always happy to take more ideas. I was being sarcastic. It's so hard to tell through messages, or like at least through like chat, right? Rip, I came late. It was nice seeing you though. Thank you so much for stopping by though. See, the way particle accelerators keep the particles in the center with mag is actually weird and awesome. Should I make a video on it? Yes! Wait, Xenotime, do you also have a channel? Oh, one of these. I'm getting distracted. Cannot find, but if you do have a channel, please link it in the Discord. I want to check out everybody's content. Stop doing stuff for school. I haven't uploaded in ages. That is very valid. Finally done with the incident report. I hope this was very cozy. I know this is very different, but we had very funny moments of collisions and chaos. Xenotime YT. Everybody go subscribe. Drop everything. Oh yeah, I am subscribed. Residual entropy. Wait, I have subscribed to you. What am I talking about? Oh, well, I guess your last video was 6 months ago. Safe rust isn't safe. No, I did see this video. I love that. I love that. Oh, Rickolol, you also have a channel. I will go check that out. At Rickolol. Let me just do at Rickolol. Oh, wait, let me just look for it in the Rickolol. Huh, it's not there. Am I misspelling it? I think I might be misspelling it. I'm getting back into it. I'm very hyped. I'm very hyped for when you produce new videos. Probably will release video in the next few weeks when I'm done editing it. Woohoo! Good luck, good luck. You got this. Oh, maybe it's capital sensitive. No. You should link it later. I can't seem to find it. Listening to a VTuber scream about bus collisions while writing a report about melting furnace is weirdly apt. Of course, I mean, how else would you like to spend your evenings than that, right? Woohoo! Okay, well, I feel like this was an incredibly long stream. My jaw is hurting from talking so much. Yeah. But I feel like this was good. I needed a good break from all the work that I've been up to. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to try VTubing too. You've been a huge inspiration. Oh, thank you. Honestly, PNG tubing is also very easy. Just like my logistic regression video. For some reason my VTuber model wasn't working then. But I tried PNG tubing and it was actually really cool. Also, I think it was a little bit more accessible to some of my friends who are like new to this idea of VTubing. Of like sort of them like easing them into this like idea of PNG tubing before showing them like an anime girl who's explaining physics, right? I'm gonna start a YouTube channel for self-study and probably not a VTuber channel. Honestly, after I've told some of my friends that I'm a VTuber, they have been like planning to make content, which is crazy. I'm so glad I can be an inspiration. Just Japanese? That's cool though. The thing is, I feel like I'd be much better doing things live too is a thing. Ooh, so the VTuber could actually, I think it would be. I think it would be a great idea. I am supportive of any idea anybody has. I want to get back into VTubing. Oh, Acid Blue, you also have a channel? I think it's something like, I feel like, I've talked about this with some of my VTheorem friends as well, but like, at the end of the day, like, especially with VTheorem, like, we are doing this part-time. Like, we are not full-time VTubers. Like, there are some VTubers out there who, their full career, like, their job is to be a VTuber and a content creator, and, like, that does not describe us, because, like, we have, I guess, papers to grade, papers to write, academia to academia, right? And so, at the end of the day, like, it is really as flexible as you want it to be. I think, of course, the big thing is communication. I think right now, like, I feel like I've been very transparent and open for, like, whenever I go on breaks, and I hope it hasn't been, like, too confusing as well. I just want to make sure you guys are, like, in the loop. But yeah. Yeah, balancing, like, IRL life and VTubing life is also very important. But I feel like there's ways to combine both. Like, I really love sharing, like, photos of, like, food or, like, travels or, like, really cool things I've seen. And I really like seeing photos from you guys about, like, pets and food and coffee and tea recommendations and movie recommendations. I've also started watching, like, Eurocamp from a recommendation. I'm going to start watching Bartender, over the break, playing, like, Stardew Valley, etc., etc., and it's all thanks to you guys. So I feel like there's a way to blend the two. My channel has, like, 2 videos about how aluminum used to be more expensive than gold, and how bees are technically fish. What? I sent my channel's name link in the doc questions. Oh, it's Phoenix Bar. Ooh, well, I will subscribe. I will subscribe. Would there be a chance you would be doing VTubing full-time? I mean, I feel like that's the kind of thing that you never know what to expect. Honestly, like, maybe. Like, I honestly, like, it's something that I can never expect. I think, like, right now, I think, like, it's been, like, a really cool hobby and a really fun hobby. Like, I wouldn't, like, quit everything and just be a VTuber, but I don't know, who knows where life takes you, right? Say no more, I'm subscribing right now. Yeah. I think, at least, like, the full-time content creators that I know of, like, when they reach that level, like, they have a very, like, they're basically, like, making money through VTubing, right? Like, that is, like, sort of their wage in a way. I don't see myself, like, doing that per se, and I think I have a lot of, I think the one thing that also, so number one is, like, of course, like, being financially responsible, but also number two is, like, I think I also have a lot of determination to stick with academia. Like, I'm not just gonna leave it for VTubing. And I think a lot of my passion that comes through this channel is because of my current IRL experience in VTubing. Not in VTubing, in, like, academia and research and physics. But I don't know, maybe I'll be, like, 40 years old. No, what am I saying? 40 years old. 40 years from now. 40 years from now. And be like, yes, I want to be a VTuber full-time. Who knows? No, I'm retiring at 40. What is your end goal for science communication? Most of your audiences are already part of the in culture. Yeah, I think that's why I've been promoting a lot on Reddit. I really want to spread the word about, like, science communication. I guess if you guys have any recommendations. I feel like it's really hard to, I mean, word of mouth has been one of the ways that people find my channel. I think the #1 priority is like growing the channel and being like, hey, there are anime girls out there who want to explain physics to you. It's not something that should be limited to only certain people. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions. I really want to like promote my channel and like sort of the goals, like especially like promote V-Theorem as a whole and like this team of like incredibly passionate scientific communicators. And we've actually been trying to find ways to better reach out. Whether that's like even like applying for grants, applying for interviews, etc., but reaching out beyond that. Never thought I'd be learning physics with an anime girl, but here we are. It's been fantastic being with you for about 2 to 3 hours. Thank you so much for joining, and there will be more videos and streams, and oh yes, also, before I forget, if you if you want to learn more about my channel, all my links should be in that link tree. That also includes the Discord if you want to join. I guess I can also link the Discord as well. So yes, definitely please join. It's such a lively community. I always love chatting with you guys. Oh, I think I have to wrap up the stream now. It's getting kind of late. Thank you guys so much, especially for those who are here for so long. I really appreciate all the support. Would you do an April Fool's science stream on horoscopes? I think that would be kind of funny. The grits. Glad I could catch a stream. No, I know. I'm wrapping things up now. On horoscopes? I think that would be kind of cool. I think it would be kind of funny. I'm actually, oddly enough, a very superstitious person. So I think that would be really cool to share on there. But yeah, this is the second to last stream before the winter hiatus. But I think we really made the most out of it. I am so glad I had a great time. This bus is now chilling on the road. We're gonna dive into the ocean and get our In-N-Out burgers and then go to the morgue. Thank you guys for joining through the crashes and all. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap things up. But thank you guys so much. Have a good night or morning or afternoon or whatever time zone you're in. Thank you guys for being a passenger princess, or passenger individual in the bus. And definitely please get your injuries checked if you were injured in the bus ride. Okay, bye-bye. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. 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 Now it's time for me to munch on the fries that we got after the bus ride. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.